Thanks for watching MisterBoredGamer, the hobbyist channel on a mission to make tabletop gaming more accessible to black folks, inspired by blurs everywhere. Don't forget to like and subscribe below. Appreciate you for watching. Trading card games have always been a staple of my gaming collection. You get the thrill of head-to-head combat and dueling, and the massive potential for deep strategy when you really learn the games. There's so many reasons that people love trading card games. I mean, there's even an entire section of the fandom where people just hunt rare or mythic cards and booster packs and don't actually even play the game. They just want to collect them all. At day camp, we had a crew who would rush to lunch hour every day to show off our bodega booster packs. Now, when Pokemon was first released, if you didn't shop at Toys R Us or another major retailer, sometimes you'd get a fake pack. We called these bodega booster packs. One of the best ways to test that these cards were fake was to hold them up to a lamp. And if your fingers showed on the other side of the cardboard, you got duped. We still had so much fun that when I think about those bodega booster packs, I remember why I fell in love with card games. As kids, we just wanted to wage ultimate warfare against our friends for a couple of minutes every day. We wanted to show off our favorite creatures and characters that we've seen on TV and in video games. That was the thrill that Pokemon brought to me. In my preteen years, the battle for supreme trading card game was between Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering. I dabbled in Yu-Gi-Oh! Mainly because there was an anime to follow along with. And by the time my friends would introduce me to Magic, I'd already felt like I was light years behind the curve. I mean, what could I do with a starter deck when my friends had a decade's worth of cards collected? Even now, most trading card games have some sort of incentive or reason for buying more cards and expanding your collection. For the most part, buying booster packs is like playing the lottery. The good and the bad parts. Sometimes, you hit the jackpot and pull a mythic rare. Other times, it feels like you're just left with a bunch of scraps of paper. Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon have been around for decades, and they're not going anywhere. But there's plenty of other dueling card games that are worth your attention and don't come with the demanding intensity of advanced deck building or drafting cards or even buying booster packs. Keyforge by Richard Garfield is a unique card game for 2 players. Each player becomes an Archon and leads 3 houses or factions in a race to collect enough Amber Shards to forge 3 keys and win the game. The name Richard Garfield may sound familiar. He's the living legend who created Magic the Gathering, and what has quickly become my favorite competitive gaming community. Besides the unique objective of forging keys, rather than knocking out your opponent's team or reducing their life points, what earns Keyforge the title of a unique card game? My favorite feature is the impressive distribution system that promotes balance and strategy over a pay-to-win system without completely neglecting that sense of excitement when you're hunting for a powerful card. It's just a little bit different in Keyforge. Keyforge decks come randomly generated and pre-assembled. That means there's no deck building or customizing decks. Players cannot remove or add cards to their deck to make it more powerful. That may sound strange, but what you've unboxed is what you play with. And that unique feature is one of the things that makes Keyforge so accessible to a wide variety of gamers. For gamers who've had experience with other trading card games, do not worry about buying out the store to get the most competitive deck. Keyforge uses a dope distribution system which enters hundreds of cards into their card pool. Their system then randomly selects 12 cards from one of 3 houses and does that 3 times to create a deck of 36 cards. As the toughest Archon in the Crucible, your job is to get this randomly assembled army to do your dirty work and forge those keys. These cards could be any combination of creatures, artifacts, and actions. It's up to you to find the synergy or strategy behind how you should play your deck.
This channel will not focus on making in-depth tutorials or game reviews, but be sure to check my uploads this weekend for a quick video on how Keyforge plays.
There are many more secrets and game mechanics that have made Keyforge one of my favorite gaming communities to follow, and because of their randomly generated pre-assembled decks, it's never a bad time to jump in for the first time. We'll have plenty more Keyforge content moving forward, but let me know if this video was helpful or fun to watch. I highly recommend Keyforge for a new addition to your collection. I'd recommend picking up a 2-player starter set, which is going to have everything you need to learn and play with 2 players in one box. But that's enough for me now. It's your turn. Thanks for watching, Mr. Board Gamer.